Wholesome WWE moments caught on camera. Let's watch.
Wrestling and wholesome may not seem like they belong in the same sentence, but that's not true
Right.
at all, and you're gonna see why by the end of this video. WrestleMania 32 was a big night for Charlotte
So
Flair,
rowdy.
Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks, as it was the first time all three women would compete on the grandest stage of them all. They had a phenomenal triple threat match, but Sasha Banks felt bad about her performance, believing she didn't deliver a WrestleMania-worthy match. Once Banks got backstage, she actually started crying. Stone Cold Steve Austin was at the event too, and saw that Banks was sad and comforted her.
No, Sasha, keep your game head about it. You're badass. You're money. I know, you keep believing in yourself. It was awesome.
This video will show you exactly who Bray Wyatt was. A few fans had come to a WWE show early. Once Bray saw them, he went out of his way to greet them and thank them for coming out.
Thank you so much,
God bless
man.
you guys, man. I'll see you in there. All right. Oh, he remembered your name.
I can just tell he had a big heart.
Triple H might be the boss, but he treats his workers
It'd be
like
the
family.
biggest, like scariest, most intimidating looking dudes who have like the biggest heart and be so sweet and giving. Like, oh my God, I could tell he had a big heart.
During the 2018 Mae Young Classic tournament, Tegan Nox and Rhea Ripley met in the quarterfinals. Early into the match, Nox injured her knee. Tegan ended up suffering multiple injuries and the match had to be called off. Once she got backstage, Triple H came over to comfort her. Vince McMahon almost never cries, so when you see him shed a tear, you know it's important. After an over 15-year-long career, Shawn Michaels retired from wrestling. A year later, HBK was honored by being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Vince McMahon personally delivered Michaels his Hall of Fame ring. From the moment McMahon walks in, you can see him become overtaken with emotion and the tears start to flow. Wholesome moments don't always happen backstage though. On July 2009 episode of Raw, fans witnessed one of the biggest mismatches of all time when the Big Show took on Evan Bourne. While Bourne did his best, he was no match for the Big Show. The Giant ground Evan with a massive spear that caused Bourne to flip and land on his head. You can see Big Show momentarily breaking character to make sure his opponent is okay. Once Big Show knew Evan was safe, he got back into his role and finished the match. A lot of fans might not realize how close Becky Lynch, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn
His neck looked like a noodle.
They were all independent wrestlers and have been really close friends ever since. Becky has even described KO and Zayn as brothers. When Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were making their entrance at Night of Champions 2023, Becky Lynch actually started to tear up.
I don't know why you get so emotional with these two, man.
After WWE finished their show, Sheamus was hanging out with the fans when he found not one, but two kids dressed as him. The Celtic Warrior decided to give the two young fans an experience they would never forget. In November 2011, John Cena landed in Boston, Massachusetts for a WWE show. That same day, Cena was informed that his youngest brother had cancer. 5 months later, WWE went back to Boston and Cena shared an important and personal message.
After months of chemotherapy and radiation, my bro went back to the hospital and he got an MRI and his tumor is shrinking and he's in good shape. And I know this has nothing to do with WWE, but I'm so happy tonight. I want to tell you guys, I want to tell the world, I want to tell my brother Sean that I love him. Let's get everybody out here and do this.
In his third ever wrestling match, Logan Paul fought the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Paul had been wrestling for less than a year, so Roman knew he was inexperienced, which makes what Reigns did all the more wholesome. The big spot of the match was when Logan Paul gave the Tribal Chief a frog splash through the announcer's table. Immediately after the impact, Roman can be seen rubbing Logan's arm to ask if he's okay. Paul then gives his opponent a quick touch of the hand to let Reigns know he's good. During a show, Randy Orton saw a fan in a wheelchair, and the Viper went out of his way to make sure the man had a good time. Being the son of the man who owned WWE, Shane McMahon always had a spot in the company. Despite that, Shane always went above and beyond what he needed to do. Even at 46 years old, McMahon gave it 110% when he fought The Undertaker at WrestleMania 32.
Oh, wow.
Once Shane got backstage, he got a warm embrace from his entire family. The most tear-jerking image, though, had to be seeing Shane getting a pat on the back from his father, Vince McMahon. A few months after nearly killing himself at WrestleMania, Shane McMahon did it again. At Survivor Series 2016, Shane was part of a 5-on-5 elimination tag team match. At one point, McMahon took a hard landing after getting speared in midair by Roman Reigns. Doctors had to go into the ring because of how serious the situation was. Randy Orton decided the best way he could help was by going to Shane McMahon's son, who was watching ringside, and letting the kid know that his dad was gonna be okay. The fact that Big Show was able to wrestle as well and for as long as he did is amazing, given he was born with acromegaly, the same condition that caused Andre the Giant's health to deteriorate and helped cause his untimely death. Despite his accomplishments and longevity, fans didn't appreciate the Big Show and actually started chanting for him to retire. When asked about it, Big Show laughed off the chants, but you have to imagine they hurt even just a bit. That's what makes what happened next so wholesome. In April 2017, Big Show had a match against Braun Strowman in the main event of Raw. The match ended with Braun giving the world's largest athlete a superplex that caused the ring to collapse. Big Show was 47 years old and did not need to do this to his body. The fans were appreciative of what the Giant had done for them, leading to a completely different chant. The suicide dive is called that for a very good reason. The move is risky to perform, and a number of wrestlers have gotten hurt.
He was trying so hard to hold it in.
Became a victim of this at the
Just let it out.
Royal Rumble. At the event, Mela took on the SmackDown Women's Champion, Sasha Banks. Once Banks was on the outside, Carmella performed the suicide dive, but took a bad landing. Sasha was quick to ask Carmella if she was okay, and gave her a pat on the back as well. Thankfully, Carmella wasn't injured, and it was comforting to see Sasha looking out for her opponent's well-being. A match fans never thought they'd get to see became a reality at WrestleMania 38. The Rated R superstar Edge took on the phenomenal AJ Styles in a dream match. Styles' family was in attendance, including AJ's 7-year-old daughter. To put it into context for AJ's youngest child, Edge introduced himself to Styles' daughter backstage after the match.
For Edge to come up and talk to my daughter and let her know that everything's okay, it's nice to know that someone gets it in the business because of they have daughters of their own. It's a really great moment that we were able to do that. He was able to do that for my daughter.
It's clear that Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E are more than just co-workers. During the 2016 WWE Hall of Fame, Big E and Woods made this comment about Kofi.
What are we on this bus for? This we felt so out of place.
Yeah, it was Woods, me, sitting next to each other, and a bunch of legends.
Yeah.
These guys, huh?
That's the GOAT right there.
Right there, greatest of all time.
Put him in the hole already, baby. Put him in already. Put him in.
After Cody Rhodes finished his match and WWE had gone off the air, the American Nightmare hung out ringside to interact with the fans. A child in the crowd really wanted to meet Cody and jumped over the barricade. While fans should never go over the guardrail, it was pretty cute seeing what a kid would do to meet one of his heroes. In another instance,
you could tell he loves his fans.
Fell over the barricade, and Cody Rhodes was right there to get her back to her family. Some fans might not know this, but Alexa Bliss nearly died due to an eating disorder when she was younger. This made it all the more personal when a young girl shared that she was suffering from the same condition. Bliss got up and said this to the young fan.
You're beautiful. You cannot let anyone tell you what you can or can't do. And I'm so happy that you're getting help and that you're getting healthier because you're beautiful inside and out. And please do not let anyone determine your self-worth.
This moment happened outside of WWE, but it might be the most heartwarming moment of this video. While Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall, was the Intercontinental Champion, Scott Hall appeared on the Jerry Springer Show to surprise 2 terminally ill kids. The bad guy had a beautiful message to share.
That where I come from,
it's
it ain't how
Jerry
many
Springer
times
Show?
you go down, it's how many times you get up. You ain't beat till you quit. So if you don't quit, you never lose.
Razor then did something truly amazing for these 2 kids.
These guys are fighting a fight that we all know what's happening here. These guys are my champs. Tyler, I want you to start with it. Little buddy, you got to share it with Heidi, okay? You take care of that. I'll see you guys the rest of the night.
Not all wrestler and fan interactions are this wholesome. To see WWE fans who got banned, watch this video.
Alright, you guys, that's gonna do it for this reaction. Leave some comments down below. Let me know your most favorite wholesome moment on WWE, and I will see you guys in the next one. Toodles.